So, students, once again, in the second part, we shall discuss the causes of the decline of the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire began to decline after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707. Small regional kingdoms began appearing in India, and there was no single unified empire. As in the introduction, I told you that there were a number of empires in India now, independent empire. Golconda, Sikhs had in Punjab, Awadh, Rajput, Jats, they all got separated from the Mughal Empire. So, there are some causes here. First of all, weak successor. After Aurangzeb died in 1707, the Mughal Empire started declining. His successors were weak and were merely puppets in the hands of the nobles and governors. That means, who decided that who shall be the kingdom? They were kingmakers, like governors and nobles, who could cheat the people and their emperor. Though some of them ruled for longer period and tried to follow a policy of friendship, but none of them had the administrative skills as their predecessors. That means Shah Jahan, Jahangir, Akbar had. They had well skilled administrations. The nobles indulged in intrigues, conspiracies, that means backbiting, and so on, against each other. Many nobles, taking advantage of weak center, established their own independent kingdom. So, if the main emperor is weak, the captain is weak, automatically what happened? The team fails. So, that was a weak successor. That means after Aurangzeb, no proper emperor could rule. Proper, they were not skilled administrative quality in them. Second one, rivalry among the nobles. There were four groups among the nobles based on their origin. The factions were the Iranis, some were from Iran, some were Turanis, some were Afghans, and some Hindustanis. So there were groupism. They supported each other and hated the other group. So there was constant struggle. Capturing power brought political instability. That means the kingdom did not remain stable. Some of the nobles were even known as a kingmaker, as I told you. That is a rivalry among the nobles. Then, crisis in Jagirdari and Mansabdari system. You have studied what is a Mansabdari system in 7th class students. So similar, it's a Jagirdari. Okay. So what is this? Towards the end of 7th century, there grew a paucity of Jagirs. So, due to indiscriminate distribution of Jagirs, crown lands were converted to Jagirs in order to appease the new Jagirdars. The move was a huge financial loss for the state treasury. Now, what will happen? If you begin to give property, the land, to the Jagirs or Jagirdars, nobles, officers, automatically the center will become weak. The Mansabdari system later on did not work well because of the central authority had become weak and could no longer enforce discipline. A Mansabdar was supposed to maintain a troops to help the emperor when the need arose. To maintain his household and troops, he was granted a Jagirs. So why property was given to, why land was given to the Jagirdars? Just to look after the army. Whenever emperor needs army, the army should be available. But the whole system had declined, failed. But this system crashed. There was a shortage of good gears. As a result, Mansabdars were unable to maintain the required troops. This weakened the military strength of the empire. Then invasion of Nadir Shah and Ahmad Shah Abdali. First, Ahmad Shah Abdali came. He invaded numbers of time India, northern part of India, and looted huge booty and wealth from India. And hearing this, after some time, Nadir Shah also invaded India repeatedly. And it is written here, Nadir Shah took away the priceless Kohinoor diamond and Shah Jahan's peacock throne, which is now crores of rupees. Ahmad Shah Abdali decisively defeated the Marathas in the Third Battle of Panipat and destroyed their dream of establishing pan-Indian Maratha Empire. So, Nadir Shah and Abdali morally, politically, and financially weakened the Mughal Empire and the other Indian empire like Marathas and all that. Then there is another cause why Mughal Empire got declined. That is a war of succession. That means who shall succeed as the next emperor. So there often used to be fight among the among the brothers of dead emperor. And moreover, next cause is Aurangzeb's bad policies, which could not make the Sikhs, the Marathas, Jats happy. This was totally against the people, mostly against the Hindus and the Sikhs. And Aurangzeb's policy weakened the empire, and many of them grew independent. Even Shivaji became independent king in the southern part of India. Weak military administration. The army was not modernized. The method of warfare and the equipments were outdated. So, no proper armaments, weapons. The Mughals did not possess a strong naval fleet. As a result, the Mughals failed to defend themselves against powerful enemies. And moreover, students, there was a rise of independent states, Bengal, then Hyderabad, Awadh, Rohilkhand, Sikhs in Punjab, Jats. So these people became independent and the center grew weak. So Mughal Empire was just in name. So this was the main cause of the decline of Mughal Empire. So students, we shall not study uh, the rise of independent states in detail. Okay, this is not in our syllabus. It has been omitted. So I hope you might have understood this chapter. Okay, so just to go through once again, and we shall discuss in the Zoom classes this about this chapter. Okay, and we shall do in the next part. We shall do the question answers and exercises. Bye bye.